Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Wenlong Li. I'm speak Chinese. This is my translation. 2015 year, I'm by Sunnyvale, its office, food body spa. So I'm only open 1 month. I'm go police officer changing new business license. Police officer told me your office need to close. I don't know why. Now give me the paper. Tell me it's old owner no good. So maybe close. Maybe no. Maybe close. Close old owner is a business license. So no give me open my office business new business license. Close 5 years. So I don't know why. I'm by this office, I'm pay 110,000, I'm by this office. Now, I'm 1 month pay its location's owner 5,000. Every month pay, I don't know why no give me. I'm hard worker, I'm good worker. I don't know why. Okay. My office is Sunnyvale. Only open 1 month.
I wanted to add, because I've been helping him go to the city, and they pose a 5 years moratorium. And I heard today that the maximum moratorium can be imposed is 2.
Well, since I have the honor of representing Sunnyvale, maybe afterwards you could talk to one of our staff people and we could look into that.
That's what he wants, because he's stuck. He can't go after the owner, and he's stuck.
We'll talk later about that. That would be great. So please stay there. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Lauren McLaughlin. I'm California Massage Council Therapy CMT number 27187. I'm a proud member of ABMP, who is not represented on the board. The point that I would like to bring to you, I'll quote a friend: massage therapists work in the dark, alone. Not everybody has heard that the Massage Act exists, nor that CAMTC exists. And I know, in part because I administer 2 Facebook groups for massage therapists. One is strictly CAMT certified, and the other one's everyone in the area. So therefore, I've become a point person. People call and get my number and say, well, what is this? I've never heard of it. So I have experience with therapists who've been in business for 10, 20. One that shares my office is 35 years in business. There needs to be a state-level protection for those that should be grandfathered into the local laws. I've also been involved in helping, as a stakeholder, municipalities with their change that they're trying to make in their law since the law changed January 1st. When we talk to them about grandfathering, they say that should be done at the state level. So I would appreciate that you consider that.
Thank you very much. If everyone could be as concise as possible, that would be great, because we do want to keep it moving, and we do have a number of speakers. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Bernadette Murray, and I practice in Woodland, California. I am CAM certified massage therapist number 222, and I am also licensed by the state of Texas. My Texas massage license is number 4270. I actually support moving towards a mandatory state license in California. I think that currently, right now, there is, as part of AB 1147, a requirement about a feasibility study on licensure, including recommendations for a scope of practice and legitimate massage techniques. We do not have those in our law currently, and how can we expect or demand that cities treat us like other Division II healthcare healing arts professionals who have both of those things, scope of practice and license, when we don't? I think that it's vitally important for public protection for us to move forward on that. May I also make one point of clarification on fact?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Just for you to think about, please. The city of San Mateo has a population of about 100,000. There's about 200 active certificate holders, and on the CAMTC website, there's currently only 2 disciplinary cases, 1 permanently revoked, 1 suspended. The city of San Gabriel, with a population of 40,000, has over 1,600 active certificate holders with over 47 disciplinary actions. There may be a reason why those cities have to interface differently with massage establishments. Please just take into consideration some facts like that moving forward. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Please move forward and be as brief as possible. We'd really appreciate it. You get extra points for that, by the way.
Takes like 1 minute. Okay.
Go ahead.
So can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
So I'm Hector Naranjo, and I'm certified in massage therapy, health education, and neuromuscular therapy, member of the AMTA, and certified by the CMTC. And I just wanted to share my experience with the city of Santa Clara before AB 1147 and afterwards. So before, even though I had my certification, I had to go through the process of getting finger scan, background check, everything again, and a city permit. After AB 1147, what happened was I just, without warning anything, just walked in, shut us down because we were taken out of the medical into the adult entertainment. So I was zoned out, nothing prior offenses or anything like that. And the unethical thing was that I tried to contact the person who administers the permits for businesses, and she was no reach because she was on vacation. So how do you shut someone down out of business and then go on vacation the next day?
No, it's a serious problem. Senator Wajkowski will solve that since he represents Santa Clara County. He'll work on that for you later on. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Bethany Clegg from Fresno, California. I've devoted 15 years and my entire adult life, to creating a successful massage therapy business. I paid my taxes. I was not notified by the city or the state or California Council about this until my friend Cheryl Becker, who spoke earlier, told me 3 months before the end of 2014, at which point I called California Council, spent hours on the phone determining where I could go, which fit within their restrictions of schools, put my life on hold, spent hundreds of dollars to get up to 500 hours, sent in my application. They got it 2 days after the first, they denied it. They said, sorry, it was supposed to be here 2 days prior. Now your upledger, school doesn't count it. I mean, I heard the word fair earlier. This is not fair. For me, many people like me who have legitimate, soulful practices of massage therapy and have devoted their entire lives, I'm looking at losing my entire livelihood. I provide wonderful services to my clientele in Fresno who depend on me for their health and wellness plan, and they're putting people like me out of business. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Fritzie Schnell, and I'm a founding member of the Massage Ordinance Advisory Committee of San Rafael. I've been a massage therapist since 1979. That's 36 years, and I'm a certified member of CAMTC. Bottom line is one voice, I support the continuance of CAMTC. As a member of ABMP for 23 years, I do not support their position statement advocating state licensure instead of the CAMTC board. We in MOAC encourage curiosity by other cities in what is working in San Rafael. So if we can create a model, we want to share it with other cities rather than have them feel either helpless, frustrated, or just being obstructionist in not getting the problem of prostitution separated from massage. We are health professionals. Please begin with that vantage point for reasonable solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ma'am. And if you could be brief and state your points that you'd like to make, please.
My name is Jerry Leon. Good morning to the committee. I'm from Castro Valley, Alameda County. Bruce Springsteen played the Oakland Coliseum last night. I was supposed to be there with friends, but chose instead to be here to support my colleagues by staying the night to be on time to speak before you this morning. Not only did I have a ticket, it was a free ticket. It was a gift. This is a very important cause for me, and while I love the boss, here I am. I'd like to support everything that Tony said. I'm just going to repeat all that he said, but in Alameda County, there are additional steps in that I have to be approved by MAC, which is the Municipal Advisory Council, in addition to health inspections, fire department inspections, zoning department inspections, all which have a fee. There is also sheriff inspection and then the conditional use process, which is very costly. My purpose today here is not to complain about the fees I have to pay and the time it takes to accommodate all these inspections for my business. Okay, well, maybe a little. But it is part of running my business. However, with all the inspections to qualify my business and all my education of 26 years experience included, I would really appreciate not being associated with prostitutes and human traffickers. So I appreciate your consideration in this matter.
Thank you very much.
I concur with her. I'm also from Castro Valley. I have a practice in Danville and also one in Alameda where I employ 5 people. When I moved from San Ramon to Danville, those are 2 fairly affluent towns. They're literally 2 exits apart. It cost me $5,000 to move my practice 5 miles. I was already fingerprinted. They could have picked up the phone, called the agency, knew everything. I had to start over. I was supposed to put all my clients on hold to until we had all the inspections. This is something that we all have dealt with, and for most of us, we do have practices either in more than one locale, or perhaps some of our business is outcall, going to a client's house, that type of thing. So I do support this, and I do think that the more we can have it done at a state level and take power away from the local level, with one exception, I do feel that we as the legitimate massage therapy business, we are stakeholders here, and we need to be able to pick up the phone, like I have done, and call the CAMTC if we see a person or a business that's obviously not legitimate, and we need to be able to do the same thing to our local police department. And there's times where you can go to their website, get documentation to it. I've literally taken it to the police department and they say, oh, there's not really a whole lot we can do. So unless we have each police department willing to shut these people down, we're going to be back where we are. Thank you.
Hi, my name is London Elise. I am a state licensed esthetician. I have been in business for 10 years in San Francisco in the same location with the same landlord and 5 of the same people of the 8 that work for me right now. We have just been put through 7 departments and 17 steps. I think I'm on 14, but we're not sure. We are paying, I think I've spent $8,000 so far on this. The point that I'm making is that I have like the planning department telling me I have to remodel my shop. I can't do that. So my point being is that the brothels are not being closed down. Therefore, we need to separate this out. So I'm in support of CAMCT certification. I know who's working for me. I know what's happening. But the cities have had their opportunity, and they need to get law enforcement involved.
Very good. Thank you very much. The question is whether we want this CAMTC to continue. That's the main issue. So we now have a clear picture that there have been a lot of what I guess many of us would consider abuses in terms of the land use entitlements. So thank you very much, and that's for everyone as well, please.
Greetings. My name is Dana Hubbard. I've been practicing massage therapy for 28 years in California, most of that in Los Angeles. I started working in health clubs and yoga studios, and as I grew my private practice, I went to the city and I wanted to work in a commercial space. And the city clerk's office was telling me I needed to have separate his and her bathrooms. I needed to have shower facilities.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask you.
Sole proprietor.
I understand that. We are, but I see more people standing up to speak, so we do have to move this on. Yeah. So there are some land use problems that we've identified.
That's right. And I would just go on, just the continuing every 2 years testing for venereal diseases, fingerprinting, and having them done every 2 years again, even though I'd already had them done. They would throw them away and want to have them back. So these are the kind of things. When CMTC came along, I applied right away. I felt like I was given a little dignity and respect that I hadn't enjoyed before. I'm very dismayed about what happened 2 years ago, hearing about what my comrades has happened to them. So I really support a vigorous CMTC. I don't want to go back to the bad old days. So thank you.
I understand. Thank you very much for your testimony. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Liz DiGiulio, and I'm a highly educated certified massage therapist in San Jose, and I am the massage therapy program assistant at De Anza College. I support the continuation of the CAMTC as a nonprofit organization administering voluntary certifications and their school approval programs.
Thank you very much.
I suppose it's still morning, so good morning. Just barely squeaked in. I'm Jacqueline Dibble, and I am a certified massage therapist working also in San Jose. Additionally, I'm employed full-time up at Google at their headquarters in Mountain View as a massage therapist there. And in the interest of earning my bonus points this morning, I won't repeat everything that my esteemed colleagues so eloquently stated. But I did want to say that I do support the continuation of the CAMTC as a nonprofit organization administering voluntary certifications and school approval programs. Thank you for
Very good. Thank you very much. Appreciate your comments. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Richard Rhodes, and I'm a licensed massage therapist in in the state of California. Not only a massage therapist, but proudly a professional orthopedic neuromuscular massage therapist. I have heard a lot of testimony here about problems facing massage therapists, but I wanted to present to you a brief case in which I am personally involved of benefits or costs to your constituents through well-crafted or poorly crafted regulatory environment. 8 months ago, I blew out my rotator cuff muscle, which basically put me out of work for 7 months. And during that past 8 months, I incurred about $8,000 in expenses. Well, I didn't, but the healthcare system incurred about $8,000 in expenses over 4 physician visits. Last Monday, I attended in Los Angeles the AMTA California Chapter's Educational Conference, in which I elected to attend 4 workshops by one of the giants in integrative massage therapy in this country, Mr. James Wozlowski. And at 2 p.m. when I went in, I could barely move my arm like this. 15 minutes later, I had full range of motion. And so 15 minutes at $120 an hour, that's $30. That's less than my co-payment with my medical provider. Time to do it, 15 minutes with my conventional health care, 8 months and counting. So I ask you, what kind of health care do you want for your constituents? And what kind of impact might bringing massage therapy as a professional medical profession into the healthcare system, what might that benefit bring to workers' compensation? Time and money.
Very good. Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, state representatives. Thank you for this time. My name is Lauren Zellmer. I'm also state licensed in California. I'd like to speak just quickly to my experience because I've been practicing since 2002, the application process. I find, well, first of all, before starting out, I'd like to say that I completely support CAMTC, and I think that it shouldn't be considered for 2 or 4, but 5 years. The application process through them versus through county or municipal entities is far more streamlined and efficient and professional than some of the cities that I've applied with, such as Aliso Viejo, which you show up at the police department and they give you a 14-page application. Sometimes it's very expensive. And if you're practicing within like a 15-mile radius and you want to practice in all the municipalities around there, it can cost up to $3,000, not to mention the indirect costs associated with having to go and do the same thing over and over again. At one point, I was going to practice in San Diego, and it was a 1,000-mile round trip. I asked, and they said I couldn't apply, couldn't send the materials via email or via regular mail. And so they said I had to come down to the police station there, which I did. And naturally, I asked them for you know, an itemized list of everything that they would need: birth certificate, everything else, transcripts and whatnot. I got down there, and they informed me that that I was missing something. And I said, well, I made a list, and this is the person who I talked to. And they said, well, you've been misinformed, and you'll have to come back down to San Diego from Santa Cruz again for a second trip. So that's 4,000 miles of traveling just to apply for massage permit. So I'd just like to say in summary that statewide licensing is really the only thing that makes sense, because it facilitates public safety through centralization of the data. We can all recall when Polly Klaas got killed by Richard Allen Davis and how tragic that was, and that was because the two counties were not sharing information, and Polly could have been saved had there been a better sharing arrangement. And I think that massage therapy will definitely improve if CAMTC continues, because it will not be a disorganized mess like it was before 2009 in its creation. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Get your comments. Remember, we're trying to keep on focus and on topic here. So please, ma'am, thank you.
Hello. My name is Mariana, and I am CAMTC certified. I have an Asian bodywork therapy credential from the NCC AOM. It's a diplomat. I've studied very hard. In the middle of March and middle of February, 3 police officers came into the acupuncture office where I worked. And under land usage laws says massage therapy may not be done there because we're within 500 feet of a business. There was no notification. Nothing. 3 police officers showed up to site. So I just want you to be aware that there are severe land usage issues. And I do support CAMTC continuing.
Hi there, my name is Sarah Frazier. I'm a CMT, and I'm also the campus manager at National Holistic Institute in Sacramento, School for Massage Therapy. I'm here to speak with you about the approval process that we have been through with CAMTC, and I'm here to support them. It was an extensive process where they looked at all of our systems, management, staffing, curriculum, to make sure that we are a legitimate school and that we liked working with them and appreciate their watchful eye. Also, from a school's perspective, we work with BPPE and ASSET, our accrediting bodies, to make sure that our students have gainful employment when they leave our school, and we are required to track them. And one of the ways that CAMTC helps us is they have a very clear process to allow students or graduates to leave our program and to have quick gainful employment. And I just want to speak that for our area, in the Sacramento area, you can call pretty much any employer and they know CAMTC, and it is their approval process for their massage therapists. So just, it's well known here in Sacramento, and we let our students know that they should stay abreast with the industry, the changes, and moving forward, they should know all of CAMTC's changes and industry changes. So it's our responsibility as well to stay abreast with the changes that are happening. So
very good. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Santoro, and I am the former president of the American Massage Therapy Association for California chapter. I also come from Boston, Massachusetts, which is a licensed state. And I can tell you, those of you who support licensing, it ain't no picnic. And it actually does not solve the prostitution problem. And so one of the things that I support the CAMTC for is their swiftness of action, being able, I was certified in about a month when I moved here from Massachusetts. And I also support their ability to raise the bar for education for massage therapists in the state, those who did not come to the 500-hour, which is the country's standard. Before, when I first came here to California, I believe before I got here, it was 150 hours. I graduated in Massachusetts with 1,200 hours. So I support the CAMTC. I would really like this state to respect the certification that we have. And if there are going to be conditional use permits and other things, that restrict massage businesses, that CAMTC certificate holders be exempt from that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm Stacy DeGoyer from Petaluma. I'm a certified massage therapist, sole provider, small business owner, mother, and wife. And you may have seen my daughter's class earlier. So, 5th grade Petaluma School is visiting and touring and seeing how our government works. And it's a pleasure to say that I support the continuation of CAMTC and the school approval program. I ask that you please improve the Massage Therapy Act so that certificate holders, especially sole providers, are not shut out of being small business owners. We're a profession that's 75% female, and the local barrier to enter regulations disproportionately affect females because, and today here at the Capitol is Women's Recognition Day, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming from Petaluma.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name's William King. I'm actually a chiropractor, and I was for 28 years. I'm retired now. I hired over 50 massage therapists. I'm glad to see there's a regulatory body controlling it rather than at the local level, and I think it's a good thing. However, I do think there should be flexibility with their members for medical hardships, for late applications by 2 days. It shouldn't be rigid. There should be some flexibility for people. But also just going over the website for CAMTC, there's a big list of unapproved schooling for students, but there's no approved list for schooling. It's not on the website. So where do students go to get their education? Who tells them this school is okay, and if you go through this process, you will get your certificate? It's not there. It's a hole, giant hole. And the only way I think you can deal with it is to continue the alternative pathways in recommendation number 4. I just don't see any other way. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Patricia Russick-Gillette. I practice in Nevada City, California. I've been practicing in Placer in Nevada County as a massage provider since 1973. And I was very happy when at long last we had some process that would allow the public to have an idea about who was well-trained, educated, and not engaging in illicit activities. I absolutely support the continuation of CAMTC. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Peggy Burgess. I'm CAMTC certified. I've been practicing for 30 years. And I just wanted to support everything that everybody has said here, including Tony. And I've gone through a lot of fees and stuff with the city of San Francisco. All that is happening. And one of the things in particular that I find egregious is even though I have access to 2 bathrooms in the wellness center that I work in, I'm being required to have some kind of sink or hand washing station in my treatment room, and that's very costly. And so that's one other cost that's been added to sole practitioners like me who are making very modest incomes. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Anyone else care to address the hearing today? Seeing no one, Shannon, would you like
I just want to take this opportunity to thank Elisa Silva and Dr. Leandro Clark, Harvey, and Bill Gage for their thorough background report, and to say that we are looking forward to continuing working with the committee on furthering our common goal of public protection. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Any member comments? And I also want to thank an outstanding report and such hard work, and it really is great to read, and it's hard to understand if you're not involved in it, the amount of work that goes into these analyses and these reports. And so thank you very much for a very comprehensive and enlightened view of the industry and the profession. I think we're going to take everything that obviously was said today and review it, move forward with some recommendations in the legislation. And I want to thank everyone for coming today from far and wide around California. I know it's a sacrifice, And I know you didn't have to be here today, but many of you felt very passionate about it, and we certainly appreciated that and wanted to make sure we had an opportunity to hear that passion and your thoughts on the profession and how that profession moves forward with the CAMTC. So thank you very much for that. We're going to take a recess until 1:15, and then we will take up the acupuncture board, and then we will continue from that point on for the rest of the day through all of the other boards. Thank you very much. To order, and we will now discuss the acupuncture board. So if the board would come forward and make a presentation, we'd appreciate it. And